After their 1-0 win against Cardiff on Tuesday night fired the Baggies up to second, Albion will look to cement their place in the automatic promotion places when they face Leicester away this weekend. However, Albion face a tough task against a revitalised Foxes since Milan Mandaric took charge, a fact not lost on Mark Venus when we spoke to him ahead of training on Thursday.
Right, Mark, first of all, I suppose the lads are still buzzing after a cracking result on Tuesday night.
Well, I mean, everyone's looking forward rather than backwards at the moment because obviously they've had a few good results, but there's a lot of hard work to be put in front of us and a lot of games left.
That being said, I mean, last night's result must have cheered them on even more.
Well, it was a positive result for us. There's obviously other teams behind us as well who I think feel that they might be able to catch us. Teams have got games in hand. It's just an exciting period, I think.
And that exciting period continues this weekend as Albion look to catch Derby, who travel to Sunderland. But Mark says it won't just be the Baggies who'll be aiming to take the Rams' top spot from them.
Down to probably the 7th or 8th team, there's 6 points off us, 7 points off the top of the league. It's only 2 wins and 2 losses. I would think everyone's in there, them top 7, 8 teams fighting, thinking they've got a chance.
And looking at this weekend, another tough test, and Leicester have really picked up since Milan Mandaric took over.
Yeah, I mean, they signed a few players before the deadline on loan and they look like they've made an influence to them. They're not giving many goals away and they'll be quite an intimidating crowd. I think it's a very difficult game. Obviously, as you said, a team that's in form and it's going to be a great game.
And it's a very nice stadium. I mean, the lads must be looking forward to at least playing in the Walkers.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great. I think there's a lot of good stadia coming around Britain at the moment. There's a lot of investment put in there, and I think the lads know where they are. They're giving the management everything they've got at the moment, and they're playing to orders, and that's all we can ask of them. Every week they give us everything they've got, and whatever happens, it's all together.
And the trip to Leicester will see the renewal of old acquaintances as 2 ex-Baggies in Jeff Horsfield and Andy Johnson are likely to line up against their old employers. But Mark had a simple answer when asked if the ex-players syndrome had any bearing on the manager's thinking.
No. I think every team that we play against seems to have an ex-West Bromwich Albion footballer, Not really, it's about West Brom going there, the players we've got, and performing to our best, giving us everything we've got, as I say earlier, and just seeing what happens, We just want every week a decent team displaying a lot of effort and a lot of togetherness, and see what happens.
One player looking to kick on from Tuesday night will be Nathan Ellington. After his wonder goal won the game for the Baggies, Duke will be looking to add to that tally over the coming weeks. And the Baggies' assistant Ross is certain that the ex-Wigan man can be a major asset between now and the end of the season.
Yeah, he's had a bit of a tough start season so far, he's had his own sort of internal problems as well, which hopefully have gone now. Everything's cleared up. I want him to concentrate on his football for the last 12, 14 games of the season, and again push on as part of a squad and a team to give everyone at the football club, the fans, the manager and the rest of his teammates everything that he's got. And as you've seen with the goal, you can devastate football teams, you can win games, you can score massive goals for us, and we want him to play a big contribution from now to the end of the season.
I mean, looking at it, you say an informed Nathan Ellington alongside Kevin Phillips, John Hartson and Jumansi Camara. It's got to be a frightening prospect for any team in this league coming up against us.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's they're not bad players. They're doing all right. They're working hard for each other, and it's fine. Fingers crossed. We've just got to keep going.
And one thing that will have been sure to put a smile on all Albion fans' face was the sight of Ronnie Warwork coming through 90 minutes for the reserves last night. Mark says everyone at the club is delighted to see the midfielder back.
Yeah, everyone at the club's pleased for Ronnie. He's came back and he's got on with his training. He's worked hard, and hopefully he can put things behind him and get on with his football career, which is the most important thing for Ronnie. But we're just delighted that he got 90 minutes under his belt, and he's looked good in training, so hopefully he can push on as well.
I was going to say, I was down training. I saw him score a bit of a belter the other day as well.
Yeah, well, he's scored a couple of goals, and training's been good. He's enjoyed himself like all the lads have, and they're all having a go, really.
And after suspensions for Curtis Davis and Jonathan Greening in recent weeks, Mark is delighted to have all the players free from bans this weekend. And the Baggies' assistant boss is hopeful that Tony Mowbray will have a fully fit squad from which to choose.
Not that I can think of, not unless last night's reserve game brought any up, but at this moment in time, touch wood, I don't envisage any injury problems, which is good for the squad. Let's hope it stays that way till the end of the season, basically.